Mossad, the Foreign Intelligence Agency. Mossad is perhaps the most famous of Israel's intelligence organizations. It was officially established on December 13, 1949, just 1 year after the creation of the State of Israel. At that time, Israel was surrounded by hostile neighbors, had limited allies, and was facing continuous security threats. The goal behind creating Mossad was clear: to collect intelligence abroad, carry out secret missions, and protect the Jewish people worldwide. Mossad's structure is built around multiple departments: intelligence collection, covert operations, technology, and psychological warfare. Unlike Israel's military intelligence, Mossad works outside the country's borders. It does not involve itself in domestic security. Instead, it focuses on gathering foreign intelligence, recruiting sources, and conducting missions that support national defense and foreign policy. So how does Mossad operate? The agency uses a combination of human intelligence, and technological surveillance. Mossad agents often operate under deep cover, posing as diplomats, businesspeople, or travelers. They build long-term networks, collect sensitive data, and execute operations that traditional military or diplomatic channels cannot. Its agents are known for their adaptability and precision, often blending seamlessly into foreign societies. Now, let's look at some examples of Mossad's operations that highlight its global reach. Perhaps the most famous was Operation Eichmann in 1960. Mossad agents tracked down Adolf Eichmann, a key Nazi officer behind the Holocaust, who was hiding in Argentina under a false identity. In a daring operation, Mossad abducted Eichmann and secretly flew him to Israel, where he stood trial and was eventually executed. This mission cemented Mossad's reputation as one of the most effective intelligence agents. Another example is Operation Wrath of God, launched after the 1972 Munich Olympics massacre. In that attack, members of the Israeli Olympic team were killed by the Palestinian group Black September. Mossad responded with a years-long campaign to track down and eliminate those responsible, across Europe and the Middle East. It was one of the most controversial but decisive counter-terrorism operations in history. Mossad has also played key roles in counter-proliferation, particularly against Iran's nuclear program. Though Israel rarely confirms such actions, reports attribute cyber operations and targeted strikes to Mossad efforts aimed at preventing nuclear development that could threaten Israel's security. Mossad's motto, "Where there is no guidance, the nation falls, but in abundance of counselors, there is victory," reflects its mission: intelligence as the foundation of survival. Shin Bet, the Internal Security Agency. If Mossad operates abroad, then Shin Bet, also known as Shabak, protects Israel from threats within. Shin Bet was founded in 1949, shortly after Mossad, as part of Israel's effort to secure its internal front. Its primary mission: domestic security, counterintelligence, and counterterrorism. Why was it created? In Israel's early years, the new state faced infiltration, espionage, and terror attacks. The government needed an agency that could monitor internal threats, both from within Israel and the Palestinian territories. Thus, Shin Bet became the country's invisible shield, focusing on identifying and neutralizing any risk to national stability. How does Shin Bet work? The agency is divided into several branches, including Arab affairs, non-Arab affairs, protection and VIP security, and cyber intelligence. It collects intelligence through informants, surveillance, interrogation, and advanced data analysis. Shin Bet agents often work in coordination with police, border patrol, and the military, forming a tight web of domestic security. A key part of its role is preventing terrorist attacks before they happen, what's known as preemptive intelligence. By monitoring suspects, intercepting communications, and analyzing movement patterns, Shin Bet aims to stop threats. Let's consider some examples of Shin Bet's work. During the Second Intifada, early 2000s, when Israel faced waves of suicide bombings, Shin Bet played a critical role in identifying networks behind the attacks. The agency built detailed databases on militants, used advanced interrogation techniques, and developed early cyber surveillance capabilities to track down planners. Their efforts significantly reduced the number of successful attacks over time. Shin Bet also protects Israeli leaders, from the prime minister to visiting diplomats, and guards vital sites such as airports and embassies. One of its divisions, the VIP Security Unit, is responsible for personal protection, crisis response, and coordination with Mossad and Amman when foreign threats overlap. In modern times, Shin Bet has also become a cybersecurity powerhouse. It works on defending critical national infrastructure from digital attacks, an increasingly important battlefield in the 21st century. While much of its work remains classified, Shin Bet's success is measured by the attacks that never happen, the invisible victories that the public rarely hears about. Aman, the Military Intelligence Directorate. The third major branch of Israel's intelligence system is Aman, short for Agaf Hamodian, Israel's Military Intelligence Directorate. Established in 1950, Aman operates under the Israel Defense Forces, IDF, and is responsible for gathering and analyzing intelligence related to military threats. If Mossad focuses outward and Shin Bet looks inward, Aman connects both worlds on the battlefield. Why was Aman created? Israel needed a dedicated intelligence arm within its military to assess enemy movements, manage reconnaissance, and provide real-time intelligence to commanders. Given Israel's history of regional conflict, having precise, up-to-date information became essential for survival. How does Aman function? It operates through specialized units such as Unit 8200, Israel's famous cyber intelligence and signals intelligence branch. Unit 8200 monitors communications, decodes encrypted transmissions, and plays a major role in cybersecurity and digital warfare. Aman also handles satellite imaging, mapping, and drone reconnaissance, giving Israel's military a technological. Aman analysts are responsible for building the big picture, assessing the intentions, capabilities, and weaknesses of Israel's potential adversaries. They feed this intelligence directly into the decision-making process at the highest levels of the IDF and government. Examples of Aman's work can be traced to major conflicts. During the Six-Day War in 1967, Aman's precise intelligence on Arab troop movements allowed Israel to launch a preemptive strike that reshaped the balance of power in the region. Its ability to predict enemy actions and support strategic planning was crucial to Israel's rapid victory. More recently, Aman and its cyber units have been linked to digital defense operations and intelligence gathering related to Iran, Syria, and emerging regional threats. Its cooperation with Mossad and Shin Bet ensures that Israel's defense strategy is integrated across all fronts: land, air, cyber, and intelligence. When people hear about Israel's intelligence, they often think of daring missions or secret agents in faraway lands. But behind every headline is a carefully coordinated system, 3 agencies, each with a distinct purpose, operating in silence to protect a nation surrounded by uncertainty. Mossad works in the shadows abroad. Shin Bet guards the home front. Aman watches the skies and the battlefield. Together, they form one of the most sophisticated intelligence ecosystems in the modern world, proof that in the realm of national security, information is power. And that's what makes Israel's intelligence agencies not just secretive, but legendary. If you enjoyed learning about Israel's secret intelligence agencies, make sure to hit the like button, it really helps the channel grow. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our next deep dive into global defense, intelligence, and history topics. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Which agency surprised you the most?